Have you ever wondered what keeps satellites from just flying off into deep space, or what eventually brings them back to Earth? Atmospheric drag is an invisible but powerful force that causes satellites to gradually slow down, lose altitude, and eventually fall out of orbit to re-enter Earth's atmosphere. This effect is particularly significant for spacecraft operating in low Earth orbit. Even though space is largely a vacuum, low Earth orbit, which is typically between 160 and 1,200 miles above our planet, still contains a very thin layer of Earth's atmosphere. As a satellite zips through this region at thousands of miles per hour, it constantly collides with individual gas molecules. Each tiny collision transfers a minute amount of kinetic energy from the satellite to these molecules, creating a cumulative braking effect that slows the spacecraft down. The density of this residual atmosphere varies with altitude and also significantly with solar activity, as solar flares can heat and expand the atmosphere, increasing drag. For satellite operators, understanding and managing atmospheric drag is a critical part of mission planning and execution. They must continuously monitor the satellite's orbit and predict how much drag will affect it over time. To counteract this slowing and prevent the satellite from falling prematurely, operators often perform reboost maneuvers, firing small onboard thrusters to push the satellite back to a higher, more stable orbit. This requires careful fuel management and precise timing. A key concept here is the satellite's ballistic coefficient, which essentially describes how well a satellite can resist drag. A sleek, dense satellite has a high ballistic coefficient, while a large, flimsy one has a low coefficient and is more susceptible to drag. We also consider solar maximum and solar minimum phases. During a solar maximum, increased solar activity expands Earth's upper atmosphere, leading to higher atmospheric densities and, consequently, greater drag on satellites. Understanding these nuances helps engineers design satellites that can either withstand drag longer or predict their natural deorbiting accurately. Ultimately, atmospheric drag is not just a problem to be solved. It is a fundamental aspect of orbital mechanics that dictates the lifespan of satellites and shapes responsible space practices. It is a constant reminder that, even in the vastness of space, Earth's influence extends far beyond its visible surface, ensuring that what goes up must eventually come down in a controlled and predictable manner.
Join us at Space Tech Insider, where innovation meets the infinite. Discover the future today.